Hey Vivas, and welcome to another episode of Viva Aaliyah! Yes. I am so excited for today. Today is a fucking phenomenal, fabulous, amazing episode. So I have a lot to get through before we jump into the episode. First of all, I want to give a shout out to Fierce Drag Jules. She hooked it up again. We have our season 2 finale look. Can you see her? She's gorgeous. She's sparkling diamond, all of those things. We love it. I cannot shout out my girl, Nova Star, John Griffin at Fierce Drag Jules for hooking me up with the highest quality of drag. Also, my girl Mia, Big Girl Nails by Coco. Thank you. I am so excited. So we have 2 seasons in now of Viva Aaliyah. That means we have planned 44 episodes of our show. Dominic and I have been through the planning of 43 episodes together because I did 1 episode without him, obviously a mistake. And since then, our show has just skyrocketed. I am so grateful for all of you for tuning in. We are now not only on just my main Facebook page. We have a Viva Aaliyah business page that we stream from. We are on YouTube. We are on Twitch. And we have launched Twitter. Like, what else can we do? I'm going to tell you what else we can do. We are going to podcast next season. All of season 3 will not only be viewable by you, but you can hear it as well. Every comment that comes in today, that is a good comment. I hope Dominic will put through because I just want to hear from you. This is, oh, my father-in-law, hi. We are so excited to just be here with you and share this time with you. Thank you for being fans and friends and people in my heart. This has been a very rough week, and I will talk about that here in just a second, but I am just so grateful to be with you. I want to talk to you a little bit about the Viva Entertainer pageant really quick. We're going to announce 2 more judges tonight, but y'all, you can't see it yet. We have our logo up. I'm so excited. That is our Viva Entertainer logo. The winner of what I'm about to show you is going to be called Viva Entertainer. Why? Because it is not for Miss Contestants. It is not for Mr. Contestants. It is not for MI Contestants. It is not for FI Contestants. It is not for male illusionists. It is not for anybody specifically. It is not for femme fatales because it's for all of them. All of you. I want to see all of you competing. We want to see the best of the best competing against each other. And what can you win, my dears? Honey, Fierce Drag Jules has supplied a sickening. Look at that in the fucking camera. I can't even. Ugh. I will not be winning this, and I'm very mad about it. I will do this so you can see what it's gonna kind of look like on a head. Ooh. But you're not supposed to put a crown on that you don't win. Pageant. What is it? What is the word I'm looking for? Old wives' tale. Nope, that's not it. But anyway, it is something you're not supposed to do when you're in pageantry. Superstition. Good Lord, I couldn't think of the word. And the help was not coming to me. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, the reason I knew is because my husband called it out. Anyway, this is the crown for Viva Entertainer. This is not a female crown. This is not a male crown. This is an androgynous crown, y'all. We want to see what you can bring. Registration is open. Message me for registration. We have 3 contestants registered out of 10, or 3 contestants that are verbally registered, I should say, out of 10. I'm never going to lie to you about anything. And so we want those registrations. We want them to come in. This crown could be yours for an entire 365 days. And then it goes on a shelf like my national crowns do or my bar titles do. And then you're a has-been. I'm going to put her away in the box. Oh, also, not only the paper that it's packed in is with it. So you'll see this sticking out of the top. Not only do you get the crown, you get this amazing carrying case from Fierce Drag Jules as well. It has their logo on top. This says Viva Entertainer Pageant so that I know that this is the crown. But you get all of that with it. And there's jewelry that comes with it as well. Sheena, my cousin, you are eligible. You have talents. You can drink anybody under the table. Well, you used to be able to. Thanks. Thank you. We love the crown. Thank you, sister, for tuning in and for you tuned into my live earlier. Thank you. All right. We're going to talk really quick about the next two judges. The first, before we do that, we introduced our first judge last week, 2 weeks ago. And that is Molten Decadence. Molten Decadence is one out of 5 judges that will be on our panel for the Viva Entertainer pageant. We love her. She's sickening. She's a former Miss Gay United States at large. Look at her slaying. We have a big screen over here, so I kind of looked over at her. I wanted to see it in high def. But the first judge that we are going to introduce tonight is none other than Ryan Steele. While Dominic goes through Ryan's photos, I'm going to introduce him. Ryan Steele is originally from Florida, but now lives in Omaha, Nebraska. He comes from a theatrical and dance background that has allowed him to travel around the world. He started his drag career in the art of female illusion as Siren and learned through the years that he felt more comfortable as a male entertainer. He has held local titles as Baby Ball 2019, Mr. Midwest Esquire 6, and is the current Mr. Flicks and Mr. Missouri EOY representative. Competing in this July in Louisville, Kentucky, Ryan loves to bring his background of dance and theater to his performance, interacting with the people and giving them the opportunity to lose and find themselves in the beautiful art form we call drag. We love Ryan. We can't wait to have him on our judging panel. So give it up for Ryan Steele. The reason we're doing 2 tonight, by the way, is because I messed up and didn't introduce Ryan last week. So my bad, but they will each get their own time on not only my Facebook page, but on our business page. The next entertainer could not be more excited to introduce this lovely little lady. She is my dear sister. Give it up for Miss Gay United States 2019, Tajma Stetson. Tajma Stetson has called Kansas City home for the last, 12 years, where on stage they worked as a clarinetist and drag artist. As a classical musician, Tajma holds their master's degree in clarinet performance. They play regularly with the Kansas City Civic Orchestra and with the Kenor Philharmonic, one of the 3 Jewish orchestras in the U.S., where for 7 seasons they have served as principal clarinet. Honey, that's principal clarinet. Thank you. In pageantry, Tajma has competed nationally 6 times, including 3 consecutive years at Miss Gay America, where in 2011 they won the Leslie Rage Talent Award, and once in 2013 at National Entertainer of the Year, where they placed 3rd alternate. Most recently, Tajma reigned as Miss Gay United States. That's 2019. Their first national title in May, and was crowned by their sister and best friend. Who is that? Me. So I got to crown my best friend, Tajma Stetson. My eyes watering a little bit. Sorry, y'all. But those are our 3 out of 5 judges. We will be announcing. We do not have Viva Aaliyah next week or the week after, but there's going to be some special shit coming your way. It will be broadcast on our Facebook pages, on our Twitter, on our YouTube. We will be announcing the last 2 judges over the next 2 weeks. So keep an eye out for those. We also have some amazing stuff coming to you. So I said earlier, I don't lie to you. I'm upfront with you. Hi, Derek Sky. Oh my gosh, honey, the funk is in town. This talent at Mr. Gay United States was everything. Keep the funk alive, baby. Derek Sky, it's so great to see you tuning in. I said I never hold anything back from y'all. I just want to tell you, I had a rough fucking week. We had a rough week, didn't we, honey? Yep. A rough fucking week. So, y'all, last Friday, not yesterday, but the week before, my position was eliminated at my job. And so I could not be happier than to be here with y'all today. If you noticed last week, I maybe was off my game just a little bit, but we had a great interview. I was so excited to be with Fluid Cosmetics. We had an amazing time interviewing, but last week was just kind of, I was kind of out of body experience because it was just a weird time for me. So I'm very excited to have this last episode and to be spending it with somebody I care about so much. And we're going to do kind of a Viva Aaliyah takeover. We've never done this before. Taking over. What do we mean, girl? What's going on? I made a new background, y'all. I have shit ready to go. And I'm going to introduce a very dear friend of mine, not only a brother, but a sister, a friend, a family, a fellow queer thespian, if you will. Give it up for Chris Covill. And we're going to introduce a lovely show to you. So Chris, get your ass over here. Let's chat. It does look like we're on a split screen because I actually sewed this curtain myself. But we are together. See, we can reach each other.
Yeah, we can touch. We're touching. We do.
Chris and I have been recently quarantining and making sure that we're responsible. Please do that. Also, get your fucking COVID shot if you're eligible for it. I'm going to keep fanning myself because my eye is watering.
Got it.
Watering.
But I have to ask you, what's in your glass?
I didn't do it, did I?
What's in your glass?
Holy hell! Chris is on the game. What is in your glass? What are we drinking, Chris?
We're drinking a Cosmo.
A Cosmo?
Yeah, a super cute hot pink Cosmo that matches the inlay of this jacket. Isn't that
yes! Our darling, so if you hear me say Christina, that is my
that's me.
Friend name for Chris Covill. And Christina made our drinks. So
cheers, everyone.
The best bartender I know, I love you.
Love you.
Let's do a nice drink to each other. All right.
Ooh, I made these strong.
Did you?
Oh, they're good. Did I?
Yes,
but
I thought it was a split screen. Sabrina. Thought it was a split screen.
I know. It's an illusion.
It's an optical illusion.
Yeah. Now we're here.
A illusion.
I love a illusion.
Chris,
my favorite. What's up, babe?
You actually started the concept of this by saying something to me while we may have been having cocktails.
You know.
While we may have been having one of our normal, 3 a.m., very emotional, very spiritual sessions with each other. Yeah. AKA we've had too much to drink and sometimes we cry and sometimes we talk about meditating and
how
crystals.
Many bottles?
Yeah. How many bottles did we have? Clean slate. That's a story you get to tell later too.
That is a story.
Dark Lady No Price.
Yeah, Dark Lady No Price.
So you started this, and I would love for you because you are. I want to say before we start, what we are testing out today is a show that we've concepted together, and when we do this show, I will not be in drag, and so this is a little bit different.
Yeah.
And so Aaliyah's coming out to play Henny with our show, and our show is called
All the Muches.
Yes!
Oh my God, yay!
And Chris, you can go ahead and intro why it's
called. So, there was a day, a day, many a day where I might be delirious. We maybe have had some cocktails. And I don't know, I think we were saying goodnight and I told you I loved you all the muches. It just came out right off the tongue. And she cracked up about it. She's like, I love you all the muches. And then, after lots of hangouts and just geeking and having a great time, I was like, how great would it be though if we, I don't know, maybe started a little show where it's just a couple of us, girly gals, just geeking, having a nice time.
Why don't you come up here and kiki me sometime?
Yeah.
And me being the pushy bitch that I am was like, let's do it next week.
Oh yeah, so I said this, I don't know, months ago. It may even have been the early fall. And, Aaliyah has just been like, so when should let's go? When are we going to, how about let's set a date? And the date is today. And here we are. And it's exciting and terrifying, because I'm a control freak with anything I'm producing or creating. But I have been doing a whole lot of that. I've just been, wearing a lot of athleisure wear, hanging out.
The most athleisure wear.
This
is, of course, my athleisure wear.
Which we'll talk about.
Yeah.
No, but basically I was like, let's just, maybe, I don't know, let's put some stuff out there that's just the two of us chatting, getting deep, getting silly, doing all the things we would normally do, but we have such a great time and maybe other people will resonate with that.
Yeah.
So
So I want to say our show is going to be what I call what I started to call Saturday night table talk with Aaliyah and Chris. We love this.
I mean,
Derek Sky
basically
coming up
what
with
it is.
Yeah,
Come
it
on,
really
Derek
is.
Sky.
Derek Sky competed at Mr. Gay United States and slayed the one talent,
Sexy
overall talent,
yeah,
and danced the house down. Literally, you know when people use the term people were banging down the walls?
Uh-huh.
Literally, the building rattled because of Derek's talent.
I'm sad I missed it.
Derek, I will show. I'm now Mr. Gay Maryland United States at Large 2021, officially shaded and June. Sashed in June, but it says shaded.
It does say shaded.
So I read it verbatim. I didn't mean to say shaded, but it's sashed in June. That damn autocorrect sometimes, you know?
You know what? It's not your friend.
It never is.
No.
You never want to ducking do something. That's for damn sure.
No, let me say what I want to say. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, freedom of speech.
So when I introduce this, I always say it's like queer conceptual lifestyle. However, the show is not just going to be queer topics because we live in a world, right?
We live in a whole world, and it's just going to be topics that might be off the cuff. I don't know. We're thinking maybe doing some segments. We're still toggling between it being live versus being something that we edit. What's the length of it going to be? So we're really playing with it. So, tell us what your ideas are because we're here for it. And right now we're live and you guys are here to give us some feedback. And that's a fun thing. I mean, I was really thinking I wanted it to be like edited and you were like live.
I know. And now I'm like, we can edit it. And you're like, tell us if you want it live.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, because it's fun that, we could have like audience interaction too. So that's a cute idea.
It really is.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But we're basically just going to give you guys just a little taste of what it's like to, have a Saturday table talk with the two of us and what it might be.
JP, Gullah, Big Daddy. Yes, love it.
Play with it.
We love to play with it, honey.
Always.
Don't we always love to play with it? Okay, so I think we should start with a topic.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I start? Is that okay?
No, go for it.
I'm the loudmouth bitch, so let's do that.
She takes the lead.
Yeah.
It's fine.
So I actually do want to talk about a pretty sensitive subject, especially recently. And you and I have talked a lot about this personally and our journey with this. I want to talk about body positivity, but also the queer body agenda. Because, and I'm going to preface this because a lot of our audience is actually not necessarily queer people.
Yeah.
I have my in-laws watching, my grandparents watch, my mom and my sister watch. I also want to give a cute shout out to Rococo and Morticia. Thank you for watching. That's my nickname
guys.
For you.
That's her nickname. She's decided that's who you are, and that's just how it goes.
We'll forever call you that, and out of drag. Rococo and Morticia. So thank you for watching. So my topic: body positivity and queer body agenda. Queer body agenda to me is exactly what you would think it is, but for them is this thought process that as gay people, we have to live up to a different standard than even straight men do or straight women do. Or it's kind of like the fetishization, right? I said that right.
Fetishization?
Yeah. Well, fetishization.
I'll catch up.
Of that like Adonis figure within the queer community. Yeah. And first of all, that's not obtainable by really most people.
Well, it's not real.
It's not real.
It's edited.
Yeah.
It's photoshopped. It's
yeah. I mean, we've seen some boys that look like that. Sure. But they're usually dancers. Yeah. They're usually like the strippers, or they go to the gym 3 times a day.
Well, yeah, it's in their job that they're getting paid to look that way. Either they're trainers or they're models or they're dancers. They've got a gig and they gotta get like real snatched for that gig. Yeah.
Or they have like OCD about their body.
Sure. Which is like a whole nother complex. I mean, there's this idea that, to have like a gym addiction, I mean, I guess it's probably one of the healthiest if, you're getting snatched and you're healthy, but at the same time, there's something to say about that too.
This is so loud. I'm so sorry.
You're
literally
fine.
Every time I move.
It's cute. Jingle jangle.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. Thank you, Nova Star. Also, I needed to call this out. This gown, really quick, as I touch my pooch.
As your pooch has like the one section with the least
the one
amount of-
section with the least amount of coverage. Speaking of body positivity,
we love it.
Is
We
by
love to see
MJM
it.
Designs, and unfortunately, 2 years ago, honey.
Yeah.
2 years ago, he had a brain aneurysm, and it no longer, maybe more than that, and no longer creates. So I have one of the last garments. I have some of the last jewelry he created. I was actually with him like 2 days before that happened. So.
Oh, goodness.
So thank you to MJM.
Stunning.
You're still out there and you are
Stunning.
recovering. So hopefully one day we'll be able to get back to this.
Yeah.
But thank you for this gown. Again, Fierce Track Jewels. Look at these earrings too.
You look stunning.
And the
Always.
but back to body positivity. I think we were like, oh, we're gonna incorporate this, but I actually want to say it. Like the term from Mean Girls that Regina George says, sweatpants are all that fits me right now.
Girl.
The truth. The way the truth in the
I'm
light.
wearing them. She is in the same athleisure wear.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought those were like wait, I thought these pants were like the jeans you get in Harlem. And you were like, I just live because I live in kind of Harlem
Because
right now.
they've got like the
Yeah.
biker knees,
The
like these
biker
ribbed
knee
biker
that
knees.
all of my Puerto Rican friends wear.
Yeah, it's cute.
Yeah.
It's a cute look.
It's
I mean,
weird.
they're great. Listen, they are aloe. I'm not getting paid for this, but they are aloe. I got them when I used to work part-time at a yoga studio, and they're real cute. But they're all that fits me right now.
Yeah, sweatpants are literally all that fits me right
Yeah.
now. I think you and I have the same issue also. I have some of the thickest thighs that a man could ever have.
It just, between the thighs and the ass, like,
Honey.
it won't stop. It grows.
Like,
It's the only thing I don't want to
I
lose
literally need
when I get
metal
my goal.
plates in between my thighs so that the fucking jean denim doesn't wear down.
That's why it's really sad to say, but I've had to go back to wearing boxer briefs instead of the designer briefs that I love and feel so cute in, because I just can't handle the thigh chafage. We're back there. We're there.
And my mom will say this, honey, you got your mama's thighs and your mama's ass. Like, and it's true.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
I think there's a little bit of
But they're great.
a little
They're
bit more of that
great.
chromosome, you
Yeah.
know? And
Yeah.
that's fine with me. That also means I'll keep my hair longer.
Exactly. Yeah. Right. I mean, because you've got gorgeous. I mean, literally, your real hair is not far off
No.
from this hair.
The debate, actually, Taj,
You maybe didn't even need to wear this wig.
if Taj is still watching, we talked about me actually finger waving my own hair and just doing it.
This could
Because
happen.
it probably would have been
That's a lot of work.
equal, if not better. Probably better.
Yeah.
But
That would be yours.
But yeah, no, this like idea of needing to look a certain way.
Right.
Like, so we've talked about this in length. Wanting to
especially
look a
with this
certain way
period.
for you
Yeah.
is one thing. And but do we even know what that is anymore? Have our minds been clouded so much? And this is not just a gay community thing. This is like women all over the world, men all over the world. We're all dealing with this,
We're all dealing
especially
with it.
within COVID right now, because
Yeah.
we've all sat on our asses and like been stuck in our houses and have been stress eating. And honey, the stress drinking
drinking.
is real.
Cheers, y'all.
Cheers, y'all. Like, what's in your fucking glass?
You know.
But it's a real thing that we can't skirt around. Like,
Yeah.
like gyms are only taking what 25% capacity.
Yeah, I mean,
if
you have to
that.
wait in line sometimes. I've waited in line, I think 25 to 30 minutes to try to get in and just, get my cardio on. So-
Wasn't even sure if this was a wig. Hashtag maybe she's born with it.
Right?
Maybe it's
I
a drag
know.
queen.
I know. It's real.
Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's a drag queen. You never know. Maybe she's Mexican.
I mean, maybe.
She is.
She is. She sure is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If anybody else wants to hear anything else about this topic, then we would love to chat with you. If not, I think you have something that kind of leads out of
Well,
this.
I totally want to mention the conversation about living in athleisure wear, and I think we tackle enough of that.
Yeah.
It's what's happening. It's what we're needing to do because it's COVID, and times is hard.
Yeah.
Times is
My
hard.
antenna. Cash is tight.
Antenna.
We're both singing different things. I'm singing
Uh,
You're in Town and you're singing.
Oh, I was giving you a Sweeney Todd.
Yeah.
Times is hard.
I was times hard and cash is tight. We got the right. You've heard it all before.
Oh, I don't know this.
Justice wants
What
us
show?
once too much. You're in Town.
My friend Katie might be tuning in. She was in You're in Town. She was wonderful in You're in Town.
I was in You're in Town.
Were you really?
Yeah.
Oh, such a good show.
It was Bobby Strong.
Shut up, run, freedom, run.
Freedom, run away.
No, you gotta run, 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 oh, run away.
I think we can only sing 20 seconds of songs. Otherwise,
Ooh, copyright.
Yeah,
Okay, done.
Facebook has actually been getting on it. Story for you, really quick.
Yeah.
That ties into this. Facebook has been flagging, and I'm sure Dominic and I are both getting these emails, but Facebook has been flagging videos that are from season 1. We're at the end of season 2 now, and this is literally like this week, last week. Season 1 was 2019. Right? No, it was 2020.
I don't even understand how to calculate time anymore.
See, I was like, it was 2019. It was the beginning of 2020. Because I started March 2020 when we started the pandemic. No. But they're flagging those videos now because they're like, you had 30 seconds of a clip of this. And I'm like, girl, do something else with your time,
Give
please.
me, in the words of Laura Benanti imitating Melania Trump, give me a break. Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar.
Yeah. Yeah, we love a Kit Kat bar.
I love a Melania Trump impersonation.
When you eat a Kit Kat bar, do you and then bite it, or do you bite the whole thing whole?
Oh, no. You gotta break it off.
Right?
You gotta break it off.
Yeah.
And then I take maybe 2 bites.
Monsters bite the whole thing. If you're a monster, message in.
So let's get on to the next topic.
Please do.
Birthdays. We both just had them.
Did I?
Yeah.
Am I a year older?
You are now a year older.
Yeah.
Yours was in January.
Chip knows this, but I never remember my birthday or how old I am or how old he is. How old?
That's a blessing. That's why you look so young.
Yeah.
Because it's a construct.
Also because I'm fat.
It really presses the skin.
Birthdays. Yeah, we just had birthdays.
Yeah. How was your birthday?
You know, it was...
I asked this knowing I was there, but I want to hear from you.
You were there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were there. You knew how it was. Actually, I have to say something. I've been having this weird thing where things I eat taste chemically. And it's not
it's not COVID.
Yeah, I mean, I've been tested for COVID. I haven't gone anywhere. My husband's been vaccinated. Obviously, he's a physician. If you didn't know, he's a physician. He's been vaccinated. You're good. And you're basically the only other person I've seen besides Sarah, and Sarah goes to work and home. But I've been having this weird thing where I've been tasting chemical metal. Actually, I was finally able to, Chip is like, I don't understand you. You're the weirdest person in the world, which is true. I have the weirdest ailments with my body at, I almost said 23.
So how does that, so
I'm 34.
Were half the things you were tasting on your birthday tasting chemically?
Yeah. So that's what I was going to say. You know this, I make my friends and
she can cook.
Family.
It's insane.
When they're with me, I make them birthday dinners, which we have to do yours. We talked about this. And
so nice.
And I wanted to do appetizers and desserts for mine. And one of the things I've been craving is just like a good bar potato skin. Like, who doesn't love a goddamn potato skin? I don't care who you are. Yeah, I said, Chip was like, you said what? Who doesn't love a goddamn potato skin? That's what I said. She's a mutant in X-Men.
Maybe. I mean, yeah.
It's true.
She's many X-Men.
My eyes actually change colors.
Chip
calls me a mutant because of that.
See, that's because yours are lighter. Mine are like shit.
Oh no. Sometimes they're like the darkest of dark browns, and sometimes they're close to black. Sometimes they're green, sometimes they're blue.
The only thing cool about my eyes is that I've got like this red-orange starburst right around the iris.
Try and show them. I just want to see you do that.
I mean, that would be, I hope y'all don't mind me trying this.
No, please.
Really
Keep going.
Can y'all see the orange?
You know why I'm doing this? Because it's not going to work.
I know, it's not going to work. It's real blurry.
And I just wanted to see you get that close.
I apologize, y'all.
Also, look at how good your skin looks.
Oh, thanks.
But no, we're still talking about birthdays. So my birthday.
It's because we only chose 8 topics today.
Right. And if we need to cut a few, we need to cut a few. Fine. We can use it on the next show. Yeah. But I was tasting this like chemical nonsense. And the one thing I wanted the most was the thing that tasted the most chemically to me.
The potato skins.
Literally. You know what it was, though? It wasn't the potato skin itself. It was the sour cream.
Ooh.
So I have this theory that it's something in our fridge. I think our fridge is like a mutant itself.
Okay. The fridge monster, if you will.
Yeah, that's actually not what I think. But there's probably something like that's been in the back corner of our fridge for like a year.
Yeah, living on mold.
No, that's not true. I clean too much.
No, your fridge smells fine.
Does it?
Yeah. There's a lot of food in there.
Literally, when I open it, I smell the chemical.
I smell nothing.
But I also have a very sensitive. Shut up, Chip. He's saying mutant in the background. But I smell this like chemical thing, and sometimes I'll be like, "Oh, I really want this glass of." The other day, what was it? It was like a bag of cheese. It was a bag of shredded cheese. I opened it and I was like, Chip, I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't do this.
Shredded cheese?
Yeah.
But that's an easy one.
Right. And they don't usually smell like anything because most of them are not real cheese and processed.
Right.
So with that said, I did have a great birthday, but I tasted chemicals. But no, I think the weirdest thing is celebrating your birthday during COVID. Because you're like,
is weird.
Can I invite anybody? Can I not? We also forget things.
Yeah.
Which leads into your birthday.
Well, yeah. Well, you also forget how much you may be craving that kind of, I don't know, joy, attention. It's different when, like, you know, we're just trucking through, trying to make the best of it all. For me, my birthday, it was a wonderful time. It was President's Day. The way I describe how I felt on my birthday and the process of the next few days after was that it was like I was marrying myself and everyone was there to celebrate.
What a lucky lady you were.
By everyone, I mean, like, I had maybe 10 people, but it was really like my upstairs neighbors who'd been my pod. It was all my pod. Very, very smart, very COVID safe and friendly about it. But it was just, I was in need of so much joy that I really sucked it up. The serotonin chemicals, whatever the happy drugs are in our brains that they produce, on top of the happy, you know, response from alcohol and all that. It was a wonderful day. One of the best days. The fallout, however, the next few days, it was a rough week.
It's a fucking rough week.
Yeah, it was a rough week because it was just such a wonderful time that I needed so badly in this crazy COVID space. I don't know if y'all have these experiences that you have felt during this time where you're just like, please, like, give me some, like, joy.
Or just kill me. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
JK. But yeah, so it was a wonderful, wonderful time. I got married to myself. People were there to enjoy it.
You were basically Queen Elizabeth.
You know?
You married your country.
I was crowned.
Ew, don't do that.
Married the country. But yeah, and then, you know, the next few days were crazy. I was like, why am I feeling this way? Why is this so hard right now? It's a crash. It's a crash from the chemicals.
Yeah.
And the wonderful feelings I was feeling.
The tonins.
All the tonins.
All the tonins.
All of them tonins. Yeah, but it was great.
There's a can of something over there, darling. I just wouldn't mind filling up my glass with that. I do have a question for you.
Yeah.
If there was one thing or person that could have made your birthday even better because they may not have been around, what would that have been?
I mean, it might have been one of my closest friends. His name is, in fact, Michael Zamora.
Oh,
Bowman. Michael Zamora. Bowman Zamora.
Yeah.
Right. BZ.
We went alphabetically.
But this one wasn't there. I was a mess trying to get things going at 8 a.m. on the day of, and forgot to send out a reminder. And I felt really bad about it because this one got that news about their job a few days beforehand and probably could use a fun time and to meet some wonderful people who they've been excited to meet, who I'm excited to have in my life.
Yeah.
I've been very blessed to have a decent amount of wonderful human beings who I fucking love and adore and who love and adore me. And this is one of them. And at some point, you know, they will meet all these other people that I care about so much as well. So yeah, you would have been.
It was
you
me?
You would have been the one. Yeah,
me?
You would have been the one thing that would have made that, like,
Chris.
popped off. Yeah. I probably would have literally had a connection.
That was so unexpected.
Yeah.
For you to say that.
Right. I mean, I love you.
Love you back.
I'm sorry you weren't there.
I love you all the muches.
I love you all the muches.
We can replay what?
Replay it. We should replay my birthday and get you there with this headpiece.
Yeah. I'll wear this. Or I'll wear last season's.
Ooh, okay.
Do you want to wear last season's?
Right now?
Yeah. It's in that box right there.
I could.
You can
I could
unzip
do it right
Yeah,
there. This one?
Grab it and unzip it.
Let's see.
That was last. That was season 1
Grab it and unzip it.
headpiece. Also, these boxes,
let's
aren't
see.
they wonderful? Oh my gosh, it's dusty on top.
Oh,
honey.
she's dusty, honey.
She needs to durst her apart. And I'm the taller one in the
Oh,
relationship,
stop.
so it's my fault.
Wait, I know this piece.
Yeah,
I'm obsessed with
yeah.
this piece.
It's the Shira head. It's upside down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that goes
Yeah.
over your ears. Yeah,
Can
you
I make
can.
this
You
happen?
wear that one. Yeah, there we go. Now we have season 1, season 2 finale.
There we go.
And on season 3 finale, I'll have 3 people on, so we can all wear. So these are both again made by Fierce Drag Jewels. Look at yours is shining more than mine. Take it off. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
It's my natural glow. It enhances.
I am going to skip one because I do think we're probably only going to do 2 topics each, right?
Yeah.
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 I want to talk about. Do I talk
Which
about
one?
the controversial one? No, actually, you go with your next one. And then I'll do my final one.
My next one. That. All right, this is a cute one. What? So, it's been crazy times.
Yeah.
And the one thing that gets us through crazy times is good music. So I want to ask you, what song / artist are you needing right now? What's filling you musically? What's giving you some life?
I'm glad you said musically because I'm not sure I could have answered that question on screen.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So musically.
Oh, right. Cheers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All the drinks
Cheers,
on
y'all.
all the muches.
All the drinks.
On all the muches.
All the muches. Cheers. Chippy.
So what am I like dying over?
Yeah. What's feeding you? What's giving you life?
So I'm not gonna take the one that you said because we both have been gagging over that.
I mean, it's all I
And
got. I
gonna-
don't listen to music.
I'm gonna
enough.
give you that because we talk a little bit beforehand.
Yeah,
But I will say 2 artists, actually 3 artists that I've been really needing in my life recently. And I'll mention songs as well. So JoJo. Also, don't give me JoJo Siwa. Any out there who thinks JoJo Siwa is the JoJo, wrong. JoJo is JoJo. And her song Music. So I'm a ballad girl. And in drag world we call slow songs ballads. And I live for a good ballad. So give me Music any day. That's not one that I perform because it's so. I feel like it's a little too personal to her for me to perform it.
Plus, you've got drag makeup on. You don't need tears happening.
But I had you listen to it for the first time. We both sat there and like.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Because it's literally about how music shaped her life.
That's right. Yeah, and the videos, she's showing like clips of herself growing up. Yeah.
Little New York City Games chorus moment.
20 seconds, that was it.
I'm out of it. But anyway, that from JoJo is one of my biggest inspirational songs.
Yeah.
Dua Lipa. Honestly, her whole. We've been lucky enough to have the 2054 concert, Studio 2054 concert, and we've been able to watch it.
Yeah, didn't she do this whole virtual wonderful concert followed by an after party that was also being shown?
You know who was the guest spot in it?
DJ, and she was just like vibing next to the DJ, and there's people dancing.
You know who had guest spots in it?
Who?
Elton John.
What?
Kylie Minogue.
Shut up.
Huh? Miley. Oh, and Miley. Yeah, Miley made. Well, because they just did that music video together.
Why haven't I opened a disco in New York City by now? I don't know. It was my idea 5 years ago when I first moved here. I'm real late to the game.
So before I go into my last one, because I kind of made the intro, your person.
Thanks. No, it's kind of obvious, but it's amazing.
Elton John. No, I'm just kidding. Him and Candle in the Wind, can't separate.
But no, Kylie Minogue, her newest album, Disco, is just, if you haven't heard it, it gives you life.
Can we just give a shout out to our friend Rustin, who introed us
Rustin, if you're
the
here,
most to Kylie.
I mean, he introduced us to that when we were on a trip up to the Finger Lakes.
Finger Lakes.
Real wonderful.
Yeah.
Did some vineyards.
Yeah.
Did some vineyards. And the whole time he was like, Kylie Minogue's Disco album was our soundtrack to that trip.
100%.
Yeah.
We watched it the second night there.
Oh, that's right, because that night her digital concert was being released.
Yep.
And Rustin goes upstairs and changes and puts on the most wonderful head to toe.
It was like a onesie
Like
jumper.
brownsy
Love.
sequin
Brownsy.
jumper moment. Yeah, it was like very dark stone sequin, just head to toe. It was like living his best life on a couch. You know, every once in a while dancing.
We were on some like rich white person's
We're on some, yeah.
like tan leather couch in the Finger Lakes.
You know, you had like the fireplace going, not the fireplace, but a fire pit out back, and like we were right on a lake. It was, oh god, that was stunning. That was a stunning.
That
trip.
fire pit.
Yeah. I took so much pride. Well, I had a lot
You
of
and
help.
Chip loved the fire pit so much
Listen, I went
that I
camping a
had
lot
to
as a
sneak
kid.
Matthew out there one night and like show him how to start a fire.
I know, you helped Matthew. Who would have known?
I mean,
Who would have known
he
that
really
boy
wanted
who
to
like,
know.
was raised in Tampa would have learned how to make a fire. You know, so it was great. I mean, I was in the Cub Scouts for all of 2 seconds.
Same.
But then, you know, I did go camping a lot, so I did learn.
Do you want to hear a funny story?
Yeah.
Kind of about the Cub Scouts, but not at all. Meaning not at all.
Not at all.
I was in the Cub Scouts. I was
Uh-huh.
in there for like this long.
Yeah.
And then I also played T-ball.
I too, for this long.
Do you want to know why I quit?
Yes. Oh my God. You tell me why you quit. I'll tell you why I quit. Mine's
Wonderful.
a dramatic story.
Mine was dramatic for me at that time.
Yeah, I'm just saying. It's not that dramatic. It's just,
So I was playing outfield, one of them. Angels in the outfield. Clearly the angel was in the outfield. I was left or
yes.
right or center or something.
one of those.
Yeah, one of those. So the coach yelled at me and said I wasn't. And he said it to like instill fear in me. He said, "Stop picking your nose out there and catch a ball." And I was like, you know, little kids, especially little gay boys.
Little gay boys.
Little gay boys.
Your heart said, no, ma'am.
I was not picking my nose. And I threw the biggest fit and literally was like, I am never coming back here.
Mine is not too far off. Not too far off. That's ridiculous. I love that. Yeah.
I still have a picture, and I had a fucking giant head for my tiny body and some big ass ears that were bigger than my head.
Oh my God.
So your turn.
I mean, fairly similar. You know, a young gay boy trying to assimilate into sports ball hetero culture.
Yeah.
You know,
Heteronormative.
you know. And I remember that I was on first base. Who? On the don't you want to know? On the defensive line. That's a football reference.
Coco and Morticia?
What do you say when you're not up to bat and you're what do you say when you're in the I was in the outfield.
Angels in the outfield.
Yeah, you know, I was on that time. It was time for that.
Girl,
for my team.
I'm just gonna quote music
I
or
know.
movie titles because I have no
This is
idea.
the worst. I know I'm gay, but I actually do understand sports terminology despite the stereotype. So no, it was I was on first base. I was covering first base. And I remember covering first base. And I remember, did you hear me do that?
By the base, no trouble. Okay.
So I was covering first base, and all of a sudden, I remember like there was a fence. There was a fence like along the first base
There
line.
usually is around one of those things.
Oh yeah. So, but it was real close.
There's
So, like,
also the dugout.
it was real close to the line of scrimmage. Just kidding. Just kidding. That's football again. Apparently, I know football terms
She's
better
real
than
close
baseball.
to the line of
Real
scrimmage.
close. But
To the
so
line of
the
grimace.
ball was coming down. I had my mitt up. I was like ready to get that ball and say, "You're out," you know. And I
You were a
had
catcher.
I was on the first base.
or
trying to get
umpire-
people out.
Umpire?
I was on the first base trying to get people
Home
out.
plate.
Excuse me.
You were on the home plate?
You just made me burp and laugh at the same time.
Oh, I think you snorted.
that was a snort. So anyway, I had my mitt.
You
I was
were first base
collecting
or
the
you
ball.
were-
I was on the first base trying to
Because
like
you're out is the umpire.
on home plate. Just stop interrupting me for a second and listen to this.
I'm just trying to clarify.
Yeah, clarificación. Is how one might say.
Coming to the stage, clarify.
Clarify.
Tashma, if
That's
you're
cute.
watching, clarify.
That's cute. So anyway, so I got the ball, like it went along the fence, and I scooped it up with my mitt, and I was like, yeah, you're out. And for some reason, that's not what happened. But I was so sure that that's what was supposed to happen that I was so disappointed that I was incorrect. And they all told me I was incorrect, and everyone was looking at me, and I was not doing it right. And I remember I stormed off. I threw my glove on the ground. I started bawling my eyes out, which, if any of you know, I let
when she cries, she cries.
I let the tears happen. You know,
Yeah.
I think it's an important thing to have catharsis, and it's very healthy, and I'm not embarrassed about it. But it started at a young age.
Were you embarrassed about it then?
I was very embarrassed about it then. I still get embarrassed about it sometimes, but I know, like, I shouldn't, you know?
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Were you playing this baseball game on a fantasy league? Because you said it happened, but it actually didn't happen.
No, it happened. No, it happened, and it really happened. I was like 5 or 6. When do you play t-ball? I was young.
Who knows?
But I
girl?
quit everything that disappointed me.
I just know I drink now.
Same. But yeah, so yeah, I stormed off, threw my glove down, cried, told my parents I am never playing baseball again.
We're never playing baseball again. And on that
Happened a few
note,
times.
we're going to take a very quick break, and then we're going to come back and discuss the topic a little bit more.
Yeah.
Dominic, play that commercial, bitch.
Viva Aaliyah.
Hey Vivas, season 2 is about to end. Our last episode is going to be February 20th, and season 3 we are ramping up for. We want to hear from you. I want to know what you want to see in season 3. So go ahead and email me at production@AaliyahMartinezQueen.com to let me know what you want to see on season 3. Our first episode will air Saturday, March 20th at 8 p.m. Don't forget your glass, and we'll see you then. Viva Aaliyah.
Viva Aaliyah. Viva Aaliyah.
All right, I have lost my co-host. No, I'm just kidding. He ran to grab us drinks, and I thank him for that. So we were actually talking about what song and artists inspire us, and we went on this rant and rampage. So here's the deal. I think that made it more blurry. We just got a new camera in, just so everybody knows, and we are figuring that out. So you may see us focus a little bit and unfocus. I'm just, again, honest with that's perfect. She's perfect.
Do we have our drinks situated?
We do.
Wonderful.
I also realized we were talking about what songs and artists we're needing now.
We really went right off the edge on that one. But it was great.
Kylie Minogue into
Finger
Lakes,
Disco,
into
Finger Lakes, sports ball.
Sports ball.
Yeah.
So here's the thing.
Yeah.
The last artist that I'm into and cannot live without is Jennifer Hudson.
I mean,
obviously there's these are my current artists. There's my forever artists. My forever artists are like Whitney and Mariah and like that genre. Christina is my queen.
Not me, Christina. But he does live for this one.
Yeah, I do live for this one, but Christina Aguilera,
See?
as people say. But Jennifer Hudson, have you ever heard her song Moan?
No.
Girl, get me out of here and like show me that damn song any day.
Go.
You know what it is?
What?
It's literally her singing about her mother and how she taught her to like moan sing in church.
Ooh.
Like, you know that moan in church that you do.
Like a growl?
No, like the like praise moan.
Oh, got you.
Yeah.
Like Jesus is taking over and you're just like living in it.
And you're
I feel like that's
all
like
of
the
that.
center of her.
Honey, that song will get me any day.
Yeah. You haven't showed me that yet.
So,
y'all check out Jennifer Hudson Moan.
Jennifer Hudson Moan.
And I'm going to check it out too.
I said JoJo Music and your favorite Kylie.
Well, Kylie Minogue, Disco Album, Magic, track 1.
Yes. And if you get to listen to, I said Dua Lipa's 2054 was the like series, but it's off
Yeah.
their most recent album.
And then the only other one I was going to mention, if I am just ever in the worst kind of mood and I need to pick me up, Celine Dion, That's the Way It Is.
Oh yeah, Celine Dion. There's also like,
You know, just that I can read your mind. You know, it just
I
puts
can
me-
read your mind.
It just puts me in that mood.
I went too nasally, didn't I?
It was
And
good.
not enough Canadian.
Mine. It's
And
with a shout of all
you
to
kinda
the
had to-
flip.
Almost like Scarface.
Yeah.
Also, it's not like Shakira, who's more Kermit the Frog here. Shakira.
Yeah.
But
This is every day.
my true heart,
Yeah.
the depths of my heart.
Yeah.
There's only one artist that can never be compared to in my
Talk to
mind.
me. Tell me.
Can my wait from the depths of our living room?
Yes.
Can my husband actually say who it is?
Oh, I know who it is.
There's one artist that nobody could ever compare to.
I better know.
For me,
That you haven't mentioned?
yes, that I have not mentioned.
Whitney?
No.
No.
This is Dominic. I think I know. Selena. Yeah.
Ah, Dominic came in with it.
Selena está aquí.
Selena está aquí.
Yes. Oh,
I
knew
mean,
it.
she's it for
Ah,
me.
Selena. I mean,
There's
geez.
nothing she didn't do that I
Good
didn't love.
God. Yeah.
Also, if she were alive today, she would probably be the biggest artist of all time.
Yeah. Oh,
I mean,
easily.
Whitney had the voice of all time, but Selena would have
had
gone
everything. She had everything.
beyond.
She had the voice. She had the style. She had the
Oh.
grace. She had the dance. She had the spirit. She just exuded so much love
Again,
and joy on stage.
Any of you bitches out there that want to say Selena Gomez is the Selena, get off my channel.
Sorry, that's not it.
She's not it.
That's not it.
Okay, before we round out everything,
Yeah.
I think we should. Yeah.
What do you
Okay. So I have
think?
one more topic.
Yeah.
And this is our
And then
final
I can
topic
do
of the
one.
day.
Okay.
Well, I did one. You did two. I did one. I
Cute.
do one. Right?
Cute. Yeah, you
Is
do
that
it.
fine?
Yeah.
Are you good with that?
Yeah. Listen, whatever topics we
Also-
don't get to today, we'll continue on the next more realized version of
Yeah.
the launches.
Yeah. Next time we sure.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you can do that.
That.
Also, can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Can you step off camera 1 second
Yum.
and then do the flip?
Oh,
Because it didn't happen like we planned it.
I forgot.
But I need y'all to see this because it's gorge. I love that you have a little butt pillow.
Well, I needed to make room for your headpiece,
She needed to make room for my hippie.
but I didn't want to compromise my body, yaddy.
Wait, who was that on? Who was the Drag Race queen?
Pheromone. Home.
Unflip your
Oh,
collar.
thank you.
Oh, is this
so-
not a moment?
Literally did not know this jacket
Did
this
not know it was a
until
reversible jacket.
this evening.
Of a versatile jacket.
It's a lot with the pink plaid on the outside, but it is such a moment. We have to live it.
Yeah,
We have to live it.
100% have to live.
Yeah. It's
First of all, it's kind of like an 80s, which is our logo, and like the
we're
whole
getting to the 80s, 90s
Yeah.
vibe. It's
because we're
oversized.
80s babies that
We're
lived in the 90s.
I mean,
Hi.
does it get any more real?
I want to talk about one last thing.
Yeah.
And this is a controversial topic, especially for our community.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I said this in the beginning. So Viva Aaliyah is a queer-facing program, 100%. And wants to push forward queer voices, and we will too.
Yeah.
But our
That's
show
such an important part of
is
our lives.
not. I mean, kind of. No, I'm just kidding. We are queer people, so obviously we want to push forward queer voices.
100%.
But we want to talk about everything.
Yeah.
On our show.
Yeah.
Viva Aaliyah is 100% queer voices, 100% queer stories, 100% all of this. But there's something in the queer community. So I made all of my things queer facing, and you made yours queer facing, but also just like things about you that could be anybody's things. And so in future episodes, when I'm not in drag, my topics will be a little bit more broad.
Right.
Not like me, but like
But like abroad.
but like abroad. Yeah. Not like me abroad, but like them abroad.
Right.
So the last thing I want to talk about is controversial
Oh boy.
queer culture.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
And
Always.
the fucking vacation parties that have been going on during COVID.
Oh.
Ma'am, we need to talk about it.
Talk about it.
Let's talk about PV. Let's talk about the shit that's been
We'll
going on
talk
in
about it.
Southern Florida. Let's talk about the bitches that have been having orgies and like carrying on during this pandemic.
Yeah.
Like maybe not real orgies, but like we see a bunch of the Adonis gays with their shirts off in PV and they're like, I'm posting about it and I have this queer Republican candidate who like is not queer in real life, but just like loves us and we're sitting here with her.
I feel like it's layered. It's layered. There are depths. There are emotions. There are triggers. But it is something we should talk about because it's important that we express how we feel about safety and protocol and like COVID measures.
Yeah. I also want to say on top of this, I am facing this towards the queer community because that's what Viva Aaliyah is about.
Sure.
However, we have family and friends. We have not family and friends. There are people out there in the world that are not queer that are doing the same damn thing and that are doing things that are wrong. And so this is not an attack on our own community. This is y'all need to be fucking smarter.
Sure.
And that's a general statement.
Sure. Yeah, I think it's just that, like, it's more important than ever that we are taking care of ourselves and taking care of our communities and the people that we love and the people we're going to be surrounded by on a daily basis. And, you know, when you're being quite irresponsible or frivolous and just deciding to be like, devil may care about it and just not even take into account, not even consider the repercussions or what this might do to the people you love. Yeah, it wasn't a good look. It was not a good look to go to vacation Sparks.
Yeah,
And
we love
have
vacation spots.
and enjoy mass parties around people without masks. And yeah, not a cute look.
No.
Not smart.
And like full disclosure, I've like thought like, what if I took two friends or like just me and Chip or like two friends and Chip. Chip is my husband for those of you who don't know. God willing, he had the time off because my husband never has time off because he's a doctor during a pandemic. Specifically during a pandemic where none of them have time off. And just like went to PV and stayed in a house and like it was house. We grocery shopped. We cooked our own meals. We went to the beach. Like that's different to me than like the house parties that are shown or like spending time with your one friend. Like Dominic, I hope you don't mind me saying, like you spent time with one friend. You were hanging out with them during the pandemic. That's different than like these mega parties.
It's just about making smart choices.
Yeah, smart choices.
You know, but of course, like being reasonable, making smart choices and being reasonable. Because I'm also not here for, like, you know, the internet can be really cruel, and I'm not here for people who are just trying to really cut down and break down anyone for like showing a picture where there's 6 people in the photo without masks, and they're really trying to like really cut you down.
It's
and
hard.
say, you know, and it's tough because the internet can be really difficult right now. There's a lot of cancel culture, which I take personal problems with. And
we should talk about that on our next show. Make a note of it.
Cancel culture, we will. But yeah, it's just, you know, make smart choices.
Yeah.
And if you don't, there will be repercussions. And pray that like anyone who makes those choices cares about, or anyone in general that they come in contact with is affected so negatively. And
it's crazy.
You know, yeah, it's nuts.
It's
a weird time.
Yeah.
It's a weird time.
But
do the best you can. Be smart. Be reasonable. Just think. No, I'm not going to say that. Oh my God.
just think what?
My early Mormon
Just
days
thinking.
almost just came out. What would Jesus do? What would Jesus do?
We can change it to
Ooh.
what would Aaliyah do? Because
What would
I won't
Aaliyah do?
because
There
I
you
won't
go.
be on all the muches.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah, what would Aaliyah do? There you go.
Maybe not again.
Maybe
Because
she'll make an appearance.
maybe we'll do a drag episode together.
Maybe in which you drag me up.
In which we drag her up.
I mean, she's got good cheekbones.
She does have good cheekbones. We'll have to shave down this jaw a little bit, but the
little,
cheekbones are
yeah.
there. But I have that too, and I
Yeah.
shave her down. I do want to say, like, on that note, there's been a person that is in the public view in the eye of the country recently who left for Mexico.
Are we talking about Mr. Texas?
We are talking about Mr. Texas.
Oh, I didn't know we were going to talk about Mr.
We
Texas.
weren't going to, but I just want to bring it up because it's a current event and
You're a showgirl.
it's like it's our show. Right now it's our show.
Takeover.
But I just want to say, first of all, I don't want to give a lot of attention to him. I want to give as much attention as I can to our friends and family and brothers and sisters
Oh my God, in Texas right now.
and just people in general in Texas and just
Yeah.
give the love to you.
Yeah.
I hope that you are getting the resources that you need and your power is coming back on. And I've seen a lot of things in the media recently where like all of you need to stop the automatic payments on your electric bills because the electric companies are letting the meters run and they're running like triple, quadruple. And so people are getting like 10 grand bills. No lie, 10 grand was the
Lord.
number I saw. And so like do that if you need to.
Yeah, one of
But-
my friends who's watching the show right now, Mardo, he just told me today about a friend of his
Excuse me, who?
who you call Morticia.
Yeah.
You haven't met him yet, but she calls you Morticia.
I said it earlier.
Yeah, right.
She knows.
Right. But apparently they've gone on day 5 without heat and hot water and electricity.
Yeah, Molten Decadence is down in Dallas.
That's insane.
And I just like my sister is down in Dallas.
I wish we had a link right now to say like if
we
you
have Chip's brother-in-law, not stepbrother. Sorry, my stepbrother-in-law,
yeah.
brother-in-law. We'll just say brother-in-law. You are my brother-in-law. I love you. Is down in Texas. We have queens down in Texas that we know. My former gay United States icon is a Texas queen, Enchante, and she's down in Texas. We have almost all of my guys / people on the conversion therapy panel are down in Texas.
Oh,
So all of
man.
my babies are down there. So like, let us know what you need. Please send that in. I will put it out into my network. I will give you what I can.
Yeah.
We will give you what we can.
Yeah.
I mean, you know me. I will jump into action the second somebody needs the resources. So
I mean, on another episode, we'll talk about what this one did for me in the craziest time that I had. It was insane, and she was literally an angel. So
I mean, you do for the people that you love, and I feel like people deserve love until they prove themselves otherwise.
no,
Right? And even then, they probably need more love.
everyone need love. Everyone need love.
Everybody need love.
Everybody need love.
So with that, I think we can end
Yeah.
our episode.
Yeah.
And so I want to say, we love you.
All the munches.
And
I love you all the munches.
I love you all the muches,
Yeah.
bitch. We're going to drink all the muches really quick.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to end in a Viva Aaliyah way. Chris is not going to go anywhere. And that's me finishing my drink.
Cheers, y'all.
I want to say thank you for 2 successful seasons. I want to say that we have so much in store for you in season 3. Like, so fucking much in store for you. Keep up with us at www.alimartinezqueen.com. As I mentioned before, Viva Aaliyah is an LLC now, so we are Viva Aaliyah LLC. We have a lot coming to you. All the Muches is going to be obviously a part of my family and Chris's family, but Chris and I are going to be working on much more. We actually have a video that we just started talking about tonight that we're going to be doing a music video together. So watch out for that. I have some things coming to you in our 3-week break. Dominic is going to get some much deserved time off. Can we just, everybody that's watching right now, just say like, fucking love you, Dominic, or like, Dominic, you're the best, or
Fucking
just like,
love you, Dominic.
show me your wiener, Dominic, because like, he deserves all of the goddamn love.
Wonderful. You're wonderful.
He has been the best person to be a partner with in all of this. And episode 2 of season 1, until now. So 43. Love you, D. All of the episodes, 43 episodes together that we've planned.
I cannot believe
Isn't that
it's been
crazy?
many.
And one of them was Dominic literally
It's
sitting
insane.
there by himself doing everything during
Was this the election episode?
the election.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't myself go on screen and actually do it, which is actually one of the things that got flagged by Facebook.
Oh, well.
So we did good, obviously, because they're noticing us.
Yeah.
But Dominic did an entire episode by himself without me. I was enjoying Finger Lakes wine, and unfortunately,
Having a much needed vacation.
unfortunately, not spending it with Dominic because he couldn't make it. But
Oh, no, that's
he will make it
right.
to our next trip. But I love you all so much. It's so hard to say what I feel right now because it's so crazy to believe 44 episodes.
It's nuts.
44
Nuts.
episodes.
44 episodes.
It's nuts, right?
2 full seasons.
It's fucking crazy.
22 and 22.
22 and 22. And we're going to be even until we get into the hundreds.
I cannot believe it. I remember when you talked about doing this show.
Yeah. Beginning of March 2020.
What is time?
Or 2019, as I said earlier.
What is time?
What is time? It's a fucking concept that doesn't belong anywhere.
Crazy.
What is patriarchy? Something that doesn't belong anywhere either. So with that said, we love you.
Love you.
All the
All the
muches. And you are wonderful. Keep an eye out for everything that we have coming for you in the next 3 weeks. And Viva
Aaliyah.
Bye, bitch.